Oh yes, sir. Yes, how you doing? Did you just try to call me?
And
Yes.
okay, this is Sergeant Langham. I was returning your call about a complaint on a trooper.
Yeah, I was calling because I had a problem with him. One, he told me he was off duty. Two, he was antagonizing me. He was trying to provoke me to get angry, to get a reaction out of me. You know, he and he was taunting me. He lied and told me, he said that I was waving in and out of the lane with the truck. Now I was in my lane. When he turned on his lights, I moved to the I moved to the I think I moved to the right first or to the left first to see which way he was going. Because I was trying to get out of his way. But then I realized that when I moved out of his way, he was trying to pull me over, so I pulled over. So then he gets out. He told me, he said he was trying to say the reason for him stopping me. He said uh, he was under the impression that I was driving drunk. Is exactly what he told me. And I told him, I said I was not driving drunk. And then so he was lying to me because I told him, I said I have everything on camera. I said, and my lane departure didn't go off. So when he started lying to me, I started lying to him. I told him, I said, I was on my phone looking for fuel, which I wasn't on my phone. I was on my phone, but I was hands free. I was talking on the phone. I screenshotted the phone call. I took pictures of my needle, and I screenshotted my miles. I had enough miles. I mean, I had enough fuel to get to where I was going. So I told him I was looking for fuel just to see, because he said he was traveling behind me for miles. So when I said I was looking for fuel, I had just passed a freaking pilot, and not one time did he mention it. So when I said that, he didn't even bring it up. I caught him in his lie right then and there when he said he was following me uh, for miles, and then when he came, he asked me for my stuff. When he came back, he said, I'm gonna drop everything else and I'm gonna write you a citation because you was on your phone and you're a dangerous driver. I said, I'm not a dangerous driver. And I was trying to talk to him to tell him that I lied to him about being on my phone for a reason, just to see what he was going to do. And he did it. He disregarded everything else that he said and said that because I wanted to show him. I wanted to open up my door, show him my fuel and everything. But he kept cutting me off and he wouldn't let me talk. And I let him talk. I was nice and polite. Because when he was done talking, I recorded every single thing. When he was done talking, I started talking. And he kept cutting me off, trying to stop me from talking. Then he started threatening me, telling me that he was going to uh, write me 2 other tickets for other stuff.
Okay, and you got all this in record.
Yes, I sure did. I recorded everything.
Okay, well they got body mics on them, so I can hear all the conversation that you had with him.
Yeah.
And I reviewed his video and I reviewed the other trooper that was there, and both of them tell you that you're all over the road when they're behind you. Then the video comes on from Trooper Haggard that you're in left lane, and looks like to me that your left side of your trailer tires are across the yellow line when the camera comes on.
I,
Then
I,
he lights you up, pulls you over, and you pull over in the emergency lane, left emergency lane.
yeah. I was trying to.
And he walked up. I'm sorry.
I was trying to get out of his way.
Okay. So he tells you the reason why he stopped you, that you're weaving all over the road and that you're in the left lane. So that's 2 violations there. Then you tell him that you're on the phone. That's a violation. So there's 3 violations that y'all discussed on the side of the road.
I
But you
was.
did say to how you were operating the vehicle, he believed that you were drunk. That's the only thing. That's the only time he said anything about you being drunk. That the first time he talked to you. Then he goes back to his car and he issues 1 citation for you being on the phone and 2 warnings for the other 2 traffic offenses. Then he goes up, explains it to you, and you say something about you did something because you want his interaction or something, his reaction. So I wasn't clear on what you were talking about, but I think you're clear. I'm clear now because you said you lied to him, but you was on the phone.
Yeah, I didn't have my phone in my hand.
Okay.
I told him, and I told him in the beginning, my phone was on the dash.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be saying I'm on the phone to a trooper when that's a violation by law. And also, he's backing that up because you're all over the road. I'm sure that's the reason they wrote you a citation for you being on your phone.
No, but I wasn't on my phone. I was trying to get out of his. I was trying to get out of his way.
Okay. Well, I can't.
Because
The citation is written, so that's something you have to explain to the court.
because I can't see behind me on this on the dry van trailer. So like if I'm driving and somebody riding on my rear, I always like move over just a hair just to see who it is, just to see what's behind me and how close they are behind me.
But looking at the video, sir, I don't see where you got a complaint. He being unprofessional to you. I don't see that.
So you didn't hear him talking crazy to me and threatening me and all this stuff on the video?
I didn't hear him say threaten you not one time. He tells you that he could have wrote you for 3 citations, but he wrote you for 1. That's not threatening you. That's just telling you had 3 violations on you, and he wrote you for 1.
So did you hear me when I was yelling at him, telling him that he was talking crazy to me just to try to get a reaction out of me?
I didn't hear that part, no, sir.
And not one time he tried, and not one time he didn't even deny it. But I have that recorded. I do.
Would you like to share that recording with me?
I'm gonna pass it to my lawyer first, and then I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
Nope.
Is there anything you'd like for me to do to Mr. Haggard?
Reprimand him, and because he's a public servant. He is not supposed to be antagonizing people, provoking people to anger to try to get a reaction out of them, to escalate the situation to get more out of it.
Well, like I told you, Brad, I don't see that where he try to get you riled up or anything like that on the video.
But you say you didn't hear. But you say you didn't hear that part.
What?
But you say you didn't hear that part.
I didn't hear the part where you're saying that he's agitating you. I didn't hear the part where you say agitate you.
Well,
you go and agitate you?
Well, I do have it recorded, and I do have a dash cam. I wasn't weaving all over the road until they was on the tail of the truck.
How did Trooper Edwards treat you?
In the beginning, he started off nice, and then all of a sudden he started doing petty stuff. When he lied and said that something about he pulled me over because he thought I was driving drunk, and then I looked at him. I said, I'm not drunk, you know. And then like if you're accusing somebody of driving drunk, you're supposed to do a sobriety test or have them blow in a breathalyzer. He didn't do none of that. And then when he asked me to get my stuff, I went to get on a truck to get my stuff. He shined a light directly in my eyes. I said, can you please lower your light so I can see? I can't see because you're shining the light in my eyes. He said, I have to do this for my safety, not shining the light in my eyes where I can't see. So I took my phone up and I tried to use my phone to block the light from shining my eyes so I can reach an overhead cabinet to grab the binder. He shined the camera, and you can see where he moved the camera, move his flashlight directly at the camera lens to try to blind the camera.
He shined his flashlight into the lens to blind the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, I could have a discussion with you about what you're saying, what he done, and all that. Tell him that he needs to be professional.
Cause like I was saying, if he really was riding behind me for miles, when I told him I was looking for fuel, he should have said, "Well, you just passed the pilot." He didn't say none of that, so that let me know he wasn't traveling behind me for miles. And then when I came, and it's my first time traveling. I don't mean to cut you off. It was my first time traveling on I-95. I tried to explain it to him. I said, I don't know anything. It's my first time traveling on this road. I said, when I came out of, I was trying to explain to him, when I came out of city limits, I thought that the rule ended for the 2 lanes. But apparently, it like if you travel further on for a few miles, the 2-lane rule, it appears again. And then he said I was the only one traveling in the left lane. I took pictures of other trucks traveling in the 2 left lanes. I was not the only person.
Brad, you was on 75. You wasn't on 95.
Oh, 95?
You're on I-65, not I-95.
No, I said I-75, not 95. If I said 95, I apologize, but I meant I-75.
But from the state line, 75, from the Florida-Georgia line coming northbound, there are signs saying trucks over 6 wheels cannot be in the left lane. Then there's some areas around Atlanta that says big trucks over 6 wheels cannot be in the big left lane. So it's out there that you cannot be up there in the left lane or the 2 left lanes.
No, like I'm telling you right now, I'm about to say the same thing. I'm not debating that. But I didn't know that, like, I thought that was only within the city limits.
No,
I was out of the city limits. I didn't know none of this till.
Now you talking about the city? You talking about Atlanta? Is what you're talking about? Yeah.
No. Wherever the area where I was, because once I came through the construction, the construction went over. It switched to 2 lanes. And then when I came out of the construction, I just stayed in the left lane because I didn't see any more signs saying to get over until and he pulled me over. And then later, further on, further down, that's when I saw the signs about the 2 left lanes.
Okay.
I didn't see any. And that's what I was trying to explain to him, but he wouldn't listen to anything I had to say. And I was being polite the whole time. I was like some understanding, but he I just said, if somebody don't know, you don't punish people for them not knowing, It's just like, because if God operated like that, nobody would never get to heaven.
How long you been driving a big truck, Brad?
I've been driving over the road for a year. This year, a year.
For a year?
Yeah, this year over the road. Yeah, but it was my.
So during your training, did you just say that, hey, you gotta go by the traffic laws and hey, did they ever tell you that? Did you train it?
I went to CR England. There's a lot of stuff they didn't tell us.
They didn't tell you?
Nope, there's a lot of stuff they didn't tell us because I found out they was just giving people CDLs just to collect grant money.
Okay. Right. So if somebody doesn't take the traffic law, just like speeding, if it's marked at 70 Is that your training's fault, or is that your fault not paying attention what the speed limit is?
I can't hear you.
In your training, they have told you you have to abide by speed limit laws, right?
Yes.
Okay. So different states have different speed limits on the interstate, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're in a state where it says big trucks cannot be over 55,
Yeah.
that means big trucks can run over 55 or can't run over 55?
No, they can't. No, I yeah, I understand what you're saying. I read and write and understand English well.
Right.
But like I was saying, once I came out of the city limit, I didn't see any more signs because we was traveling through the construction. Because there wasn't anything. I thought it was over. I didn't know it was my first time.
Where's the construction at? You remember where the construction was at?
I cannot tell you because, like I said, it was my first time traveling through there. I'm not familiar with the area.
Okay. All right. Well, Brad, like I told you, I don't see a complaint of him being unprofessional to you, but I'll be glad to talk to him and tell him to be more polite and taking more time with people when he does the traffic stop. I have no problem with doing that, talking with him.
Did he have a body cam on him?
No, we do not wear body cam. We wear body mics. Our camera's in our car.
Did you hear where I was asking him to stop treating me like I'm stupid?
I didn't hear you say that, no, sir.
Okay, I got it recorded.
Okay.
And he said he was off duty. Are state troopers allowed to write tickets off duty?
He was not off duty. He was going home.
He told me he was off duty.
He tells you, you asked him about being off duty. He said, no, I'm going home. As long as we're in the car, we're on duty.
And I didn't ask him anything. He said it on his own. He said I was off duty going home. I got that in the recording.
I heard y'all say that he was going home. You said off duty. He said, no, I'm on my way home.
He told me he was off duty. That's why I say,
okay.
That's why I said, because when he said I was going home, I was off duty. I say, you off duty right now? Then that's when he changed it. He said no, but I'm going home, or something like that. So I have to go back and play the recording. But he did tell me he was off duty. That's why I called and I was like, he's telling me he's off duty, going home.
So if he said he made a mistake on being off duty or on duty, that's wrong.
No, I just wanted. No, I just wanted to know: are state troopers allowed to write tickets off duty?
Like I told you, Brad, when we're in the car, we're in official duty. Okay, so we can be off duty working a college football game. That's off duty employment. But during that time, to and from the game, we can write tickets. That answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. But he was on duty till 11 o'clock tonight. 11 o'clock last night.
Oh, well, when I called and I spoke to the lady in dispatch, because I was trying to get in contact with him. She said he was off duty, that I couldn't reach him, and it was right after he left. She said he was off duty.
Well, he got finished with you right at quitting time. Because he stopped you like at 20 minutes to 11. Then he dealt with you about 18 or 19 minutes. So
Yeah.
that would put it right at 11. So at that time, he's going home.
Mm.
So he would not be answering any kind of wreck calls. So he can still stop calling.
Well, whenever you get a chance, I'll send you the picture so you can see because he lied to me. So I lied to him, and I told him I was on the phone looking for fuel, and I didn't need fuel because I just wanted to see
What?
it. Because he said he was traveling behind me for miles, and I wanted to see how far. Because if he really was traveling behind me for miles, he would have known I just passed the doggone pilot. So let him know that because he lied to me, I lied to him. I didn't need fuel, and I wasn't on my phone, holding the phone in my hand. I was on the phone talking to a friend of mine, and I screenshotted the phone call. So and because I was on the phone with my friend, so I can prove that I was talking on the phone. I wasn't holding no phone in my hand looking for fuel.
Okay. Well, Brad, that's something you don't have to explain to the court. You're entitled to explain your
No, because
scenario.
no,
Good.
I'm gonna let the lawyer do it because I'm tired. I'm tired of the police. You know, it's like they. It's not the same anymore when I was growing up, and I grew in a family of law enforcement, and this is how I've never I've always I've not always I've run into other officers, you know, that has this negative attitude, but it's like it's getting worse. It's not getting any better. You know, I'm tired of bullying, and I'm tired of antagonizing. I'm tired of them trying to provoke me to anger to try to get a reaction out of me. You know, not one time this man has ever felt threatened. He didn't have to put his lights in my eyes. He didn't have to give me no attitude. He killed it, and then he thought it was funny. That crap was not funny.
When did he say it was funny?
No, he was laughing when
He was laughing.
yeah, he was laughing
Okay.
because he kept telling me he kept saying, "You're a danger. You're a danger. You're a danger. You're a danger." I am not no danger, and I wasn't on my phone.
Now, Trooper said you was in danger of how you were driving, but you was all over the road.
Because he was on my rear. Like I said, when cars ride on my rear, I slide over just a little bit just to see how close they are behind me.
Okay.
And there is off tracking. The trailer does off track. And like I said, I have a camera on the front of the truck, and my lane departure did not go off. That's when they started changing their story. They're like, because they said, "Oh, you have maybe your trailer bad. You need to get your trailer looked at." I got all that recorded. It's in the recording.
I remember Trooper Edwards telling you that you need to get your trailer checked out if it's not tracked correctly.
But that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. Well, I will be glad to. I ain't be glad to, but I am talking to Trooper Haggard and Trooper Edwards about the truck stop. But your citation, like I said, that's just something you have to take it up to the court.
The other kid that was there, now he was nice. You know, he was trying to de-escalate the situation. You know, and as a matter of fact, after when he came to give me back my stuff, he didn't even walk back with them because he didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Now he tells Trooper Haggard that he's cold. He's gonna go sit in his car.
He got a jacket.
Well,
But
it's still cold out. Brad, that's still cold out there.
Yeah, okay. Well, he didn't think it was cold to me because he wouldn't let get me back in the truck. He told me to stay outside, and I didn't have a jacket on.
I think he told you to have to be in the truck because it was cold.
He told me to stand right there. He said sit right there for me. He did not tell me to get back in the truck. He told me to stand right there on the side of the truck. Yes, he did. But I'll
cold weather. I got right here in my notes. Sit in the seat due to the cold weather.
Nah, he didn't tell me this. He told me to stand outside. because I wanted to get back in the truck. He told me to stay right there.
I explained all the violations to you, Brad, and like I said, Brad.
No, I got that part. I understand. I got that part, but I'm not trying to.
Okay.
You know, I have to. I have to go because I have to pick up another load.
Okay. Well, Brad, like you were saying, I've been doing this for 30 years, and yes, police officers have changed, and people have changed over the 30 years since I've been in law enforcement.
My brother, he quit. He quit because of the stuff he saw.
What do you see?
Cops arresting innocent people. They for you know, for bragging rights. Beating up the Lake Charles Capture Parish Sheriff Department.
Oh, Louisiana.
Yeah, in Louisiana, and one of my family members was a state trooper, but I can't remember which one it was. But one of my family was because I hadn't heard from him in a long time. But one of my family members was a state trooper out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. All of my friends, man, they were in law enforcement. The Lake Charles City Police Department and Capture Parish, and I did have some friends that were state troopers. I have friends they were state troopers. Yeah, I have friends in Louisiana. I have friends. I even have friends in Indiana that are state troopers, because they love people from Louisiana, and I cook them food, you know, and they that's how we developed a relationship over cooking, me cooking for them, and let me see what else, and friends with the judges and the lawyers, the DAs and the investigators. These people were my friends. Even they later down the line became corrupt. You know, it's.
So by them being corrupt, all law enforcement's corrupt, by your opinion?
Not all of them, but the ones that are aware. Okay, there's a scripture in the Bible. It says, if a man is doing wrong and another person is aware of it, or they're assisting in it, they is just as guilty as they are.
Yeah, that's what it says. That's true.
So if one is wrong and the other one is aware of it, and they're not trying to do anything to help the situation, they're allowing it to go on, they're just as bad as they are. I have seen some videos, and I would love to meet these people in person and shake their hand. That they stopped officers, the lead officers, from doing what they were doing, from being unprofessional, to tell them to stop, you know, because you escalate the situation. I even seen a video where the cop started punching the guy for no reason. He was in handcuffs, started punching him in his face, and the woman tried to come in between him and the guy, and he turned around and started strangling her in front of everybody.
Yeah, I think I've seen the one you're talking about. Yeah, it was a sergeant.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a white sergeant and a white female officer.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah. Yeah, and he was fired.
All right, man.
All right, well, you be safe, okay?
You too.
All right, thank you.
All right.